Okay.
Yeah. Uh, Roche, we are live now.
In live, huh? Okay. Uh, Hi, good morning. We are yet in our third forum today, live forum. Now, we're going to start sharp at 10, 2 more minutes. So I'll appreciate if y'all can actually share this link out to everyone who can actually join us. And let's get the questions going. We're going to have a lot of questions today to ask all our speakers. And before we start, you can share this out and we'll start sharp at 10.
Right. Wow. I can see Rohi is coming in. Yeah, Rohi is
Yeah, Mr. Rohi, good morning.
he's from all the way from UAE.
Yeah, he has been with us past few forums already.
Yes. I know Mr. Rohi very well. Dr. Rohi, sorry. Okay, so Dr. Rohi. Okay. How do I write a comment back to Dr. Rohi? There you go. Okay.
One more minute, guys. Please share this forum and get the questions coming in.
Yeah. Actually, we can get Dr. Rohi to give us some insight into the situation, business situation in the UAE as well. Yeah, it's interesting to see him around.
All right, it's 10 sharp. Good morning, everyone. We are in our third live forum today. Our topic will be study business, go deep and broad, and how to develop your career on a broader perspective. I'm Roshni, your host for today, and we have two speakers with us today. First one would be Mr. Tan Kui Lu, our head of program from UCSI College. Good morning, Mr. Tan.
Good morning, everyone.
And Dr. Chong, VP Academic Affairs from UCSI College. Good morning, Dr. Chong.
Yeah, morning, everyone. Morning.
Good morning, everyone. So today we are going to talk everything about business and how to develop your career business-wise. Mr. Tan, would you like to say something, share something with us about business?
Well, when we talk about business, basically, you put it very simply, it deals with organizations, okay? And it deals with how to operate an organizations. Okay? Now, in Malaysia itself, we have 1.2 million registered organizations, you know? So let us put this way, if each organizations have 5 employees, okay? So you multiply 1.5 with the 1.2 with 5, that will give us 6 million. So we will have a 6 million jobs available, okay? So it's a huge opportunities. So any student come in to do business studies will have a great opportunity to get a job. Okay. And we talk about business studies. It is basically we talk about how to develop and how to lead people. Okay. We provide in a business studies, it will provide the knowledge, necessary knowledge to operate the organization. It will also provide the critical thinking, analytical thinking that are required to operate an organization effectively. So if you want to look at this business studies, it will cover so many areas. Because to operate an organization, it requires so many elements. You have the people. Then when you have an organization, you must have something to offer, a service or a product. Then when you have a service and your product, then you will have to think about how are you going to market it? How are you going to sell it? Okay. And then later on, when you manage to sell it, then you are talking about monetary value. And how are you going to keep it? How are you going to manage it, maintain it? Or in other words, bookkeeping. Okay. Then, and you will have to think about, okay, when you have this activity, then you are thinking about how are you going to expand it in a wider area. So if you look at the operation of an organization, whether it's a profit or non-profit organizations, you will involve these services and the product, okay? And you need a lot of different types of knowledge that to operate it efficiently, okay? So if you come in as to study, you know, in business, you will have to cover a lot of areas, okay? You talk, that is why that when you go to business school, you have to study management, you have to study finance, you have to study accounting, marketing, and different areas that are required to operate this organization effectively.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much, Mr. Tan. That's really informative. Dr. Chong, do you have anything to add on?
Well, I think my past experience when I teach MBA classes always is that a lot of students will say that, "Hi, why don't I should have come to the business class earlier instead of making all the mistake and learn it hard way, you know." And when in the class, we always group all the broad knowledge, come together, share all the success and failure of business, and a lot of reflective during the classroom, especially those who have experience running business, and they say, that is what my experience is. You know, how come all the lecturers knows about it? And then some of the lecturers put all the cases together and tell them in 2-3 hours, and they reflect that, wow, this is my 3-4 years experience, and it is just three hours class, and then wow, man, these are all it is all about. Now then you reflect back to diploma class and degree classes where most of the students don't have the business experience. So what then is in front of them are all the experiences and cases that all us as academicians and make it into theories and cases, share with them the life experience so that they don't make the same mistake, and they will learn how to move forward with all the theory and framework that we have looked at it. Because when we formulate theory and framework, it is based on the past umpteen years of studies. And then we give you the best of what's happening. And that is why it's important to have both practical knowledge and theoretical knowledge, cases, how to apply it in the class so that we are trained and then face the real world. That's my quick thought on that.
Okay, thank you so much, Dr. Chong. Now, from the floor, I think Mr. Tan, your student Tan Chi Wai just said good morning, and hi, Mr. Tan.
Hi, good morning, Chi Wai.
Good morning, Chi Wai.
Good morning.
All right, guys, let's get the questions coming in. I'll get the speakers to actually answer. You also send in whatever questions y'all have about business or even about UCSI College. We'll get the speakers to answer y'all. And please share this video with everyone so that we can have more viewers, more questions, therefore more information for all of y'all, yeah? All right, moving on. Okay, I'm going to ask some questions from parents, from my own experience as well. So I'll bring it to both of y'all, and then y'all can actually give me whatever y'all know about it. All right? Okay, so first question, usually students or parents ask me like, why choose business of all courses to study in this era? Mr. Tan, Dr. Chong?
Why choose the business? I mentioned just now that job opportunities is very, very wide, you know, because in business, we are operating an organizations, profit or non-profit, okay? And you have so many areas that you have to take care of in order to ensure that this organization run profitably, if it's for profit purposes, okay, then you will, if that's the case, then you will have to think about how you manage the people to run it. And if you have a product, then how are you going to sell your product? How do you market your product? And when you have done it, then you have to start collecting the money, and then you have to keep it in an efficient way, right? So that you will not mess up your account. Then you have the accountant to come in, right? And if you are expanding your business, then you will have to have a planner to plan how to do the expansions of your services or your product. So you will see that in business, it covers so wide scope of areas.
I see.
Mm,
Yes, thank you so much, Mr. Tan. Now from our comment section, Mr. Ruhi said that it was a great chance for him to actually study business in Malaysia, especially degree that was being offered overseas. He said that learning worldwide mentality helped him in actually coping, probably because first thing about business is like just now you said, Mr. Tan. The first thing is actually people, right?
mm.
So learning the way their language, I'd say, in business would be important. And he also mentioned that it's really fun and beneficial. Thank you so much, Mr. Ruhi. Yeah. Yeah, guys, get the questions coming in. We will ask the speakers. Yeah. All right. Next question. Now, I give this a lot. We know that UCSI College offers business in a business diploma, business and admin, and then degree business management. Now, what is the difference between business, then business admin, business management? How do we segregate them?
Well, Rose, if you
Yes, yes.
see that the line between the so-called business administration and business management, it's very fine, you know. So
Okay.
that is actually not a very distinctive that you can feature that you can actually separate both of them. Okay. In fact, the study or the subject or degree that so-called under business admin or business management, they do almost common subjects. The only I would say that they are different in the sense that they are focused. Some business school focus more on administration. They look at the overseeing and supervising the operations of the business, okay? Or overseeing the operation of an organizations. And
Yes, yes.
compared to the business management, they will some business school will focus more on the development and organization and planning for the leadership in an organization. So it
Okay.
all depends on the institution. Some institution would prefer focus on management side, that is building the managerial teams in an organizations, and some will be more on the overseeing the operation of the business, the activities, the selling of goods and services of an organizations. The differentiate between the two is very there's a very thin line between the two. And today, if you look into the institutions, okay, whether in Malaysia or in the Western universities, some institution will name their business schools as faculty of business admin, and some will even put the faculty of business management. Some even suggest it's only a general term, faculty of commerce,
Of this.
you know, or school of commerce. Okay. So you will not know, you will only know whether they are focusing on which area, whether they are focusing on administration part of the organization, or they are building managerials, they are focusing on manager sides of an organization.
Okay. All right. Sure. Thank you so much, Mr. Tan. Dr. Chong, anything to add in?
Yeah, I think Mr. Tan gave you a general view, which is correct. And yeah, for administrations and management, there's a lot of overlapping as well. To start with, And then as far as business management is concerned, the advantage of it is the lecturers and the academicians are giving the students a very broad base of learning, like what Dr. Rohi mentioned just now about the worldwide view, global view. When we operate and graduate, the student then focus on a particular sector and particular area. And their experience will be always in that particular sector and area. But then in education, we give them a very broad area so that they are flexible enough to be in any other field as well. Say, for example, as you study business administrations, you can work in construction, you can work in hospitality, you can work in so many places, and then develop as you grow to a more specialized task of that particular person and grow. And a lot of time, I understand even from some of the classes, more senior students, when they are in the board of directors meeting, they don't know the lingo that they use. Like say for example, they use 4P. What is the 4P in your business proposal? And some of the people who have never come to class in the business class will not know what is 4P. And even then they will talk about value proposition. It sounds like, okay, value proposition, what is that actually? What is your need analysis? Then all these are jargon used in the business world. And it's a very practical jargon that for someone to be promoted in a certain managerial position. So that is business study. It's very important. Very, very important.
Yeah, thank you so much, Dr. Chong. Really informative. Okay, we have a question from the floor. Thank you so much. Brian Wong, good morning. He said, he commented, hi, Mr. Tan and Dr. Chong. I have a question which is, what is the impact of digital marketing to a traditional business? Because I see the digital marketing career, it's growing. So this is the question from Brian Wong. Thank you so much, Brian. Yes, Mr. Tan, Dr. Chong.
Digital marketing, my understanding is using digital to market your service or your product. You know, whether you through most likely will be a forum like this. The other days I just saw someone selling online and a certain product. My wife was listening, so I just sat beside her and then tried to follow. And to me, well, this is part of the marketing event, selling product online. So I would say that it is a trend. Okay, it is a trend that the business organization will have to think about online store. Okay, where you sell to your product digitally. Okay, you will see that in UCSI, our diploma in marketing, we are coming up with a certain module where we will link up with the industries, where you can actually practice. You can actually practice this online store. Okay. We will put it as an assignment. Okay. We'll put it as an assignment where you have to sell the product online. Okay. So this is to gear up the students, to develop the student the skill of going in online, to sell products, to sell the service and all that.
It'd be extremely beneficial for this time of period, or even this coming up. I mean, after this whole period of era, I think it really help. All right, Dr. Chong, anything else to add?
Maybe I add from the academic point of view and also the theoretical side.
Sure, go on, Doctor.
As an academician,
sure.
The digital world gives us a new area and a new phenomena where a lot of academicians now started to look into the consumer behavioral studies and what is the need analysis, and try to come up with a framework to predict for the general use of the future. So as academicians, we try to predict a lot of framework and theory for the future, right?
Yeah.
So it is very important that we as academicians able to formulate some framework so that when our students come to study, then they can see 2 to 5 years when they then graduate. This is the framework that we as an academician want to contribute to the development of the knowledge, and especially in this new era. And that's what Mr. Tan tried to point out, that in the class, we as academicians try to make sure that the things that they are studying is so relevant to the next 2 to 5 years. Now, 10 years is a bit too far for me to predict, but 2 to 5 years is much relevant, so that when they come out, the employability is more or less relevant to the world. So then, put it this way, then the students will reduce their time of experience. Actually, some may say that, why not I work first? I can earn experience through actual work. Let's work. But then they may forgone the 2 years training. That 10 years of experience is being grouped into 2 years and prepared that person for the future market.
Okay.
On the past and the future, you see, case studies and all the basic knowledge is from the past. So you know the past knowledge, and then we also train you on the future expectations. Like digital marketing is one of the subjects that prepares someone for the future.
Okay. Thank you so much, Dr. Shong. Now, guys, viewers, please share this video with everyone that you know, and please ask any questions. We'll get the speakers to answer you. Yeah, please share this video and like our page, UCSI College. And okay, moving on. I have this question from parents though. Okay, now business is broad, as we know. Let's say if a student were to maybe graduate with our 3+0 business management, right? What job can they get? What can they work as?
Well, job-wise, you can work with a business degree, the OBU, for example. Depends on whether you are focusing on the accounting side or you're looking at the management side. We have 2 degrees here in UCSI College, where you can focus on the accounting and finance. Another one will be your business and management. Okay, so either one. Okay, you can end up as an office manager, program manager, financial planner, financial advisor. For the matter of fact that you can also become your own as an entrepreneur, your own business. How is it? That is say that you focus on the accounting, right? In the program, you would have the enough sufficient knowledge to come up with what we call a full set account. Okay. You should be able and confidently be able to help an organizations, okay, to come up with a full set account, okay, and that is a good job by itself. In Malaysia, there are so many job opportunity for people who can come up with a full set account. Okay, so not only this, you can also proceed on for your further study with a degree. You can even focus more to become a chartered accountant if you are doing this accounting degree. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay, you can further proceed with ACCA, where you can claim the exemption, 9 paper exemptions from the OBU accounting degree, right? So you will proceed with extra 6 paper, professional paper, where if you pass, then you become a professional accountant. Then your job's scope will be slightly different compared to the one that I have mentioned just now. Now, in another program where you focus on management, right? You can and business. You can also proceed on to become to sit for other professional bodies such as the company secretaries, you know, to become a chartered company secretary where you help the businesses to set up new businesses, you know, how to register and uh, how to maintain that registration over the year and so on.
Okay. Okay. Thank you so much, Mr. Tan. Dr. Chong, do you have anything to add in?
Yeah, basically, yes. I mean, Mr. Tan mentioned about OBU as well, Oxford Brookes University, where we have a collaboration with. Yeah, I think both are fantastic programs, and for our students to explore, maybe they can ask a little bit more about that program, then we can explain. But as far as business is concerned, it's a very broad program that year after years, I can see that students, as far as employability is concerned, there's not much of an issue because it is broad that students can get employability anywhere. And in fact, I want to expanding on that, not anywhere in Malaysia only, it's anywhere in the world.
Yeah.
So the Oxford Brookes degree gives another mileage and where it is already recognized throughout the world. And we just sit on the wave and go around and everybody knows.
Yeah, true. Okay, right. Thank you so much, Dr. Chong. Okay, guys, please get the questions coming in. Ask us anything. I'll get the speakers to answer you and share this video to everyone that you know so that we can have more viewers for us to have questions. And Brian Wong, I hope we answered your question just now. You can ask more questions. I'll take it to the speaker, yeah? All right. Now, the next question I would like to ask is this. If the student wants to pursue business, right? Should they stop at diploma, degree, master's, PhD? What would you advise students or parents?
Well, for me, you don't stop at all. You keep on learning. Okay.
So
You
up until
keep on
PhD, I
learning from one
suppose.
stage to another stage. It depends on your interest and also depends on the need at the point that you wanted to proceed. So assuming that you have a diploma, okay? Let us say that you have a diploma in DIM and then you decided to set up a digital store and you continue and then how to manage the store efficiently and then of course profitably. And if it works well, you may just continue to expand from one area to another area, you know. And will you continue your study? Okay, you may, okay. Okay, you may want from diploma, you may decide to say, hey, look here, now I have a little bit free time, so I want to learn a little bit more in my area. So you proceed on to become, let's say you want to become a chartered marketer. Okay, so you sit for some professional papers or to qualify as a marketer, a chartered marketer. Okay. Now, in the case of if you are a DIA, say graduate, then you say that, well, I'm very happy with what I'm doing now. I can come up with my full set accounts. Okay. See, I wanted to just do some technician level kind of work, and I can prepare this account. And that's all I need. I do not want to have headache, too much headache. So I'm settled with it, then it's okay. But in the event that along the line, if you feel that, hey, look here, I wanted to proceed, I want to do something, you know, then you can proceed on to do your degree, you know. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just hoping in near futures that all institutions in Malaysia will be able to open up, you know, online learning. And with the diploma in accounting, you can continue to proceed to do your degree in accounting. Okay.
Yes.
And there you can become another, take another professional paper to become a chartered accountant. Okay. So don't stop. Just don't stop at the diploma level. Keep going on. Okay. keep going on. If you completed your chartered accountant, for example, then you go on managing your own business, or you managing others' businesses. Okay, at one point in time in life, and then you decided that, hey, look at, I want to proceed. I want to share my knowledge. I have a lot of knowledge. Okay. Now, MQA required that if you want to become a lecturer, sharing knowledge of what you have in life, right? Then you will have to come back to do your master or PhD.
Yeah.
Then if it is your objective in life that at that point in time that you want to share your experience, share your knowledge, then come back to school again. Okay. Don't be shy. Come back to school and then get your master's and proceed your PhD. Then you can go to the institution, which is required by the MQA, that you need to have this postgraduate qualification to share your knowledge. Yeah. So my advice is don't stop. If you have the chance, proceed and proceed. Okay.
Thank you so much, Mr. Tan. Okay, we got a comment from Mr. Ruhi. He said that parents who have concerns about whether studying business is feasible or not, look around you and you'll realize that basically everything is business, from hospitality, IT, construction, even our college here, all are businesses and they need business graduates. Thank you so much, Mr. Ruhi. Really appreciate your comment. Guys, you can ask any questions and we'll get the speakers to answer you, yeah? Meanwhile, please share and like this video and like our Facebook page, UCSI College. Okay, I'm going to narrow it down a little bit to UCSI College. We offer diploma in business, marketing, and accounting, right? So let's say if a student would like to become an entrepreneur, what program should they take and how would it help them in UCSI College? Which one would y'all advise to take?
Well, in UCSI, we have so many programs which you can actually be ended up as an entrepreneur. If you do not want to work with others, right, or work for others. Yeah. Let me do it detail one by one, right? Okay. You have the, let's say, because I'm from business school, so I will start off with the business school first. Okay, we have the DIA. Now you completed your diploma. Okay, what are you going to do? See, under diploma, this DIA, you would have taught how to come out with the trial balance and P&L and balance sheet. And these are all knowledge that you need to set up your own small little business, helping SME. And there are so many SME in Malaysia. 40% of the registered companies are SME. And they require this technical service. And you can set up your own individual sole proprietorships, providing these services. Okay, at this moment you have so many also accounting software that can also help you to prepare that full set account. Okay, and come back to the this is for your DIA. That is it for the DIM, and you can set up your own online stores and how you, with the knowledge, marketing knowledge, you use them to market your service, market your products. Okay. And in the case of DBA, you can provide some services, some planning services. Then you become a financial planner. You can start off to become advising people how how to do the investments in shares, investments in properties, and so on. Now, and to be qualified as a planner, then you can actually proceed on to do a few more papers with the Malaysian Financial Planning Council, where you become a registered financial planner. Then you can officially become a registered planner, set up your own business, provide your own advisory services. Okay. Now, of course, there are other programs by the virtues of the act. Okay, that you become the professional personnel where you can set up your own individual business. Like we have this DREAM, the diploma in real estate management, the where the student comes in to complete the program, then you are qualified to become real estate agents, and you registered with the Malaysian Bovia, and you have become a professional. You can become a professional agent and set up your own agency, employing peoples, okay, to sell these properties. Okay, this is for the full times, and in the case that if you are already at work and then you are currently at work, you can always come back. Okay, it doesn't matter whether you are young or old. I have a student who is 63 years old, grandmother coming back.
Oh,
Wow, to
okay.
do this real estate program.
Wow, okay.
Under UCSI, we have this part-time program, what we call as
Executive
EDRE,
Diploma Real
that you
Estate.
can actually come back on part-time basis and to be a qualified real estate agency. Okay, so this is you can start on your own sole proprietorship. Okay, another if you are, let's say if you are very good in handling children and you want to help out caring for the youngs, we have this program, this early childhood education. You can come in and train to in that special area. Right now, in education, the ministry requires that you to have a diploma in order to open up a tadika. Okay, you have a child care center. The owner need to be well trained, professionally trained, and here we are in the UCSI college. We have this program just specially tailored for that purposes. Okay, so in other words, if you look at the programs that we have in UCSI college, basically you can actually work for an organization, or you can actually start as your own business.
I see. Okay, thank you so much, Mr. Tan. Dr. Chong, would you like to add in?
Maybe I just add on a little bit things for me. When we design programs at UCSI College, employability is always in our foresight. So just rest assured that the programs that we design and offer will ensure that the students are taught well and achieve their learning outcomes, so that we would like them to enjoy the program and at the end get to be employed. All right. So that is a very important thing that we always keep in mind as an academic team. When we design a program, they have to be relevant. Yeah, that's why you can see how head of program like Mr. Tan is able to articulate it so well.
Yeah.
Thanks, Mr. Tan.
Thanks.
It's good to hear that. Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much, Dr. Chong. Now, to those watching us from home, please put in your questions in the comment section and we'll get the speakers to answer you. And please share this video with everyone that you know so that we can have more interactive sessions going on, yeah? All right. As a small question that I've gotten from a parent myself, is maths very important in business?
Well, maths, everybody when look at the maths, they will just go, oh, they're very scared about maths, you know?
Yeah.
Not only here as Malaysians, we are worried about maths. I think in Western world, they are also worrying about maths, you see. Now, of course, certain, let's say if you do accounting, you have a lot of numbers because accountants are juggling with numbers. You mustn't be number phobia. Say you must get used to the numbering, manipulating the numbers from one account to another account and so on. Okay, but I would say that you don't need very fantastic kind of formulas to do it. You know, these are all very simple maths. The plus, minus, division, and multiplication. If you know how to handle those simple maths, I would say that you can handle most of the business subjects. Okay, except let's say calculus, business calculus, and business statistics that require maybe a little bit more than just a simple, maths. Like I mentioned just now, if you look at the DREAM, the diploma in real estate and early childhood, and even marketing and financial planners, you need only minimum maths, not really
I see.
sophisticated maths. The times when we worry about maths, we actually worry about calculus, integrations,
Yeah.
and those kind of
Yeah.
maths. But honestly, in life, we hardly use it. Okay, not to worry
Yeah,
about it.
true.
Okay, you actually in business study, you using
Uh-huh.
the, I would say, the primary maths would be good enough. Primary school maths that you learn,
Oh,
years
seriously?
ago, that will be more than sufficient
Oh,
to
all
study
right.
most of the maths paper, except the quantitative paper like business mathematics, business statistics that require a little bit more lah. Okay, not to
Okay.
worry about
Yeah.
maths. There are many people worry about maths. Not only you, I'm also worried about maths.
Yeah, even I am. Even I am.
Okay.
All right, to those watching at home, so you got your answer. Maths, even primary is enough. Don't have to worry. You'll be guided here in UCS. I call it here. All right. To those viewing at home, you can ask any questions. Yeah, we'll get the speakers to answer you. Now, moving on while we wait for questions from the floor. We have Mr. Hicham who said, "Hello, how are you?" We
Good.
are fine, sir. How are you? Thank you for writing into the comment section. Yeah. All right. Please
Is
tune
there
in
any
with us.
question from Hisham?
So
Yeah,
far, no. He said, "Hello, how
no,
are you?"
yeah.
All right. Next question, sir. Now, okay. Under marketing, right? We have marketing communication. How is it different from mass communication? Now, if one were to take marketing, they would learn about marketing communication. If someone were to take mass communication, which one has the broader career choice? And what are the differences?
Well, I can only see this difference as I'm not a marketing manager. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
I'm an economist and I'm an accountant.
Oh,
So I, from what I see, is marketing communications is rather the the technique strategies of making the customers aware of your service and your product. Okay.
mm-hmm.
So in other words, marketing communication, you will look at the awareness technique, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
on the product, on the services that you are offering. Compared to the mass communications, it is, I would say, more of a tools. Okay, for the
Mm-hmm.
marketing communication, it is much broader because mass communication cover more area like the public relation,
Mm-hmm.
journalisms, and advertisements,
Mm-hmm.
mass media, and so on. You will see that marketing communications will most likely use this mass communication tools. Okay, so in other words, this is what I understand, that the mass communication more of a tools,
Mm-hmm.
compared to the marketing communications.
Yeah.
Marketing communication is more of a strategies and planning to make the awareness of your service and your product.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Thank you so much, Mr. Tan. That's really informative. Dr. Chong, do you have anything to add in?
Just add in that actually, yeah, Mr. Tan says correctly. Marketing is about strategy, it's about positioning, it's about targeting, it's about what you want to present your particular ideas and products to the market, and what is the platform that you're going to use, what is the pricing strategy, what is the promotion strategy,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah.
Where is the place? And these are all marketing. But when we go to mass communication, like
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Tan said, it's a tool. How do you want to then announce all this to the public
Mm-hmm.
efficiently and effectively? It's then about communicating it out. So
Yeah.
strategists have done this. But if the communication part doesn't gel in, then
Mm-hmm.
the strategies remain strategy. It
Yeah.
doesn't
There's no
communicate.
con. Yep, yep. Yes,
Then the
yes.
conversion
True.
is zero.
Yeah, true.
The word
True.
conversion again is a marketing term, and we were
Mm-hmm.
learning in marketing. and that's where a lot of people they kind of like don't understand when you learn marketing a business program, and there is the term that I used just now, conversion rate. All those business students will know what I'm talking about, conversion rate.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
Thank you so much, Dr. Chong.
yeah.
Now, from the FB live comment, we have Mr. Hichem asking, what is the objective for today? Mr. Hichem, the objective for today is we are talking about study business to go deep and abroad and how to develop your career prospects. Please tune in with us. Please ask us any questions. And to all viewers viewing us as well from home, you can ask any questions. Yeah. Please share this video and get more viewers in with us so that we can have a live session with us.
Yeah,
More
we have Madam
interactive one.
Wong actually from Sarawak. I can see Madam Wong is watching us as well. Yeah,
Oh, hi, Madam
all the
Wong.
way
Good
from
morning.
Sarawak. Yeah.
All right. I have while we're waiting for the questions here from the floor. I have one question now. This question came in from one of our colleagues. Now, COVID-19 has a big impact on our employment nowadays, right? What are your thoughts about the impact on business after COVID? Mr. Tan, yeah.
The impact of the current MCO, due to the COVID-19, every one of us have to stay at home. Now, that will be fine for most of the Malaysians for the short period of time. Okay. But if you look at the business aspect, okay, business aspect, as I mentioned just now, that we have about 1.2 million registered companies, right? Now, let us say if this COVID-19 drag for a longer period of time, many of these SMEs, the big companies, they probably may be able to survive, but for the SME on a lower level one, you will see that many of them might not survive. Okay, if this drag on for a longer period. When I say that it will not survive a longer period, means that if this pandemic lasts for more than, or MCO lasts for more than 3 months or 4 months, then you will see that many companies will not be able to withstand, in the sense that they are not able to operate any longer. Okay. Now, let us say, get some numbers. Let us put some numbers in it, right?
Yeah,
With
yeah,
1.2 million, let us say that 10% of them collapse, okay, because they cannot cope with it financially. 10% of 1.2 million companies, that will translate to about 120,000. 120,000 companies just collapse. Okay, close shop. When I say close shop. Now, if you are talking about, say, 5 employees per company, 5 employees per company, then you are talking about 600,000 unemployed.
Oh, wow.
600,000 unemployed. Just, we are assuming that's only 10% will collapse. But quite a few economists will predict that it may end up with 30% of them collapsing. You know, so you do the maths. These are all simple maths, not to worry about it. Huh? It's not very complicated. Like I said just now, that it is just multiplications and addition, add up together, multiplication. We can all do that. And even if you cannot do it, the calculator can help you to do it. Okay? See.
Yeah.
All right. So in terms of the impact, business impact of this COVID-19, you will see that there will be a lot of job losses. Okay, job losses, then it will have a lot of impact on the individual, family. So you will see that for the next 6 months or so, people will be just struggling to survive, you know, not only individually, but also the companies as well. That's all I have.
Thank you, so Mr. Tan. Dr. Chong, you have anything to add in?
I'll say that all things that go down will eventually come back up again.
Yeah,
Right?
that's what I was about
I'm
to
very
ask as
pretty
well.
sure that the economy is hit hard now, but I'm very sure that it will come back again. So the key issue is when it come back again. When it come back again, are you prepared? Now, if we decided to not to prepare, when they come back again, we're going to lose out. So what is the best thing to do when the economy is going down? The best thing to do is come back to education and prepare yourself for the next hit. So when the next hit comes, you have to strike and earn your millions. So I somehow have this data in front of me, which is published by The Age on April 27th.
Yes.
The economic sectors that least hit by lost job by percentage. Some industry is hit by more than 30%. But the less hit industry is information and communication. Mass communication, financial and insurance, business, accounting, finance, professional, administrative and support services. Now, if I keep on listing, this is the one that is least hit. When I say least hit, is less than 4.5% of loss in job currently due to COVID-19. Some of the industry hit very hard, like, for example, fishing industry. I can see this art and entertainment and recreation is about near to 40%, like what Mr. Tan said, maybe 30% of the loss of job. And these are the industry, because Mr. Tan gives you a generic view. Now I'm giving you a very specific view. So those who are studying information, communication, financial, insurance, professional study, administrative and support, and you are more or less quite safe. So our students look at our program. We mentioned about employability just now when we designed the program. You see the effect now. It is employable. And although there's slight job loss, prepare yourself now. Those who are new students who want to study, prepare yourself now. It will take another 1 year, then things will pick up again. All goes down, all that goes down will come back up. But when they are back up, are we prepared? I think that is what I can see now. Yep.
Yeah, I'd like to add a little bit. In economy, when you come down, when something come down, like what Dr. Chung said, that it will bounce back. It will come back, and the period in which it will come back may take a year or two. So during this time, it is advisable, like any other recessions. It is always advisable to come back for training, retraining, to get new skill. You may think about coming back to school again if you have left school for many years, and then maybe this is an opportunity for you to come back to school again and learn something new.
Digital marketing,
but if you are interested in if you are interested in, let's say, selling properties, you may come back come back for our dream program, real estate program. Take you another 2 years plus and so on. Then by the time the economy would have picked up, See, the next questions, of course, you're worried about, I'm now struggling to survive. How do I have the fees to pay? How do I have the money to pay? Okay, you call back and then see whether you can work out with the PTPTN loan and get some training during this period,
Yes.
I know that at this period of times, everybody is worrying about surviving and so on. So, but it is also an opportunity. It's a good time that you come back to school to get some new skill, so that you can move forward when the economy picked up.
Yeah, Mr. Tan. Actually, I can add on this. If they think that education is expensive or education is an investment, Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. If you look at it as investment, then you're going to see the futures in a different light. Yeah. So that is very important to have that correct mindset as we move on in our life.
Yeah. Okay, thank you so much, Dr. Chong. Okay, to those who are watching us from home, please, there's still 9 more minutes, 7 more minutes to go before we end. You can ask me any questions. I'll get the speakers to actually answer you. Meanwhile, please share this video to everyone and anyone. And okay, last 7 minutes now. Dr. Chong and Mr. Tan, I got one question to ask you all. Now, this was one from one of our staffs as well, parents as well. Looking at the digital transformation rate, now with all these careers in business, marketing, accounting, would it be replaced by computers or robots in future?
Well, the AI robotics machines are helpful. Okay, it
Uh-huh,
helps a
uh-huh.
lot. It
Mm-hmm.
make a lot of our jobs easier, and it actually improved and strengthened the efficiencies of running an organizations. Okay, it helps. AI definitely, in my view, is will not be able to replace the manual skill. Okay,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
there are a
Then
lot of
from yeah.
skills which requires, say, on the spot decisions, which
Mm-hmm.
I would say that AI at times may not be able to provide. Why?
Yeah, true
Because
enough.
on the spot decision will require you to consider a
Yep.
lot of others pop-up events and activities and surrounding factors,
Mm-hmm.
which I would say that the AI may not be able to pick up. Okay. So
Mm-hmm.
my view is AI is helpful and it's good to have in an organization, but it will not be able to replace the human skills 100%. Okay.
Okay, okay. Thank you so much, Mr. Tan, Dr. Chong. You have anything else to add in?
Just want to reflect what Jack Ma says, and
Yeah,
some
Mr.
time
Jack
back he
Ma.
said
Hmm.
Alibaba's CEO, former CEO,
Uh-huh.
president, I think, mentioned about the AI. I don't think they can replace human wisdom as one,
Yeah,
and
very true,
also
very true.
there are some area like entertainment, singing, for example, art.
Even
It's very
psychology,
difficult.
counseling as well.
Yes, creativity, all this, it's very difficult. But one
Yes.
day, if it is really happening,
Uh-huh.
I think we're going to run out of job. But then I don't think it will be that soon as well. I don't think it may
Yeah.
happen. I'm not sure. Human are smart, human are
Mm-hmm.
creative, human
Yes,
can
yes.
do a lot of wonders.
Mhm.
Okay,
True,
so
true.
we'll wait and see. But I think for the next 10, 20 years, I don't see that coming.
Yes, Dr. Chong,
That's my view.
this AI may replace certain tasks, certain jobs
Yeah.
that are currently performed by lower level workers.
Yes,
But you
the
have to bear in mind
mechanical
that
repeating.
with the introduction of AI, the AI itself also create new jobs because you have a skill
Yes,
to maintain the AI,
yes,
to run
True.
the AI.
Yeah.
So at one point you lose some jobs, some lower level kind of job, and on the other hand, you are creating more sophisticated job of maintaining the AI.
yes,
Yeah,
yes.
true.
You are actually right. Actually, Mr.
Mm.
Tan. Actually, if I reflect back, I actually have this conversation some time back with someone that you see in generation. I remember when we used to transport people via threshold,
Uh-huh.
and then cars come into place, buses come into place, and then
Uh-huh.
aeroplane come in. The
Uh-huh.
trishaw, you can't see trishaw anymore, right? Less and unless it's a tourism industry area, right?
Yep,
And
yep.
and they're gonna lose job. They also
Mm.
in the trishaw, yeah. Then they have to have a skill to be a taxi driver and bus driver, and that is a transformation. And exactly what Mr. Tan said, we create another job.
Mm. Yeah.
No one is losing any job. But like right now, Grab car, all this is another stream of new business opportunity. Did anyone lost a job except a person who don't want to change?
Yeah.
Mm.
True, true,
If you don't
true.
want to change and progress, I
And
think you will
evolve.
lose your job and skill. And it come back to education. That's why when things
Yes.
change and move, it is time to come back to education, reskill, and move on.
Yeah, yeah.
If you stay back and say that no, I don't want to stay, I don't want to invest in education. I want to wait. By the time the economy starts again, you ask for a job. Sorry, man, you don't have the skill for the new job.
Yeah, true, true, very well. Thank you, Dr. Chong. We have a small sharing from Mr. Hichem. He said that
Mm,
study businesses is a good idea, but I think the most important thing is in how to practice your knowledge after finishing your studies. I'm a businessman in
exactly.
Algeria. I get a good
Mm,
opportunity in my family's company, but others think it's difficult to get a good opportunity. Secondly, after the COVID-19, we will lose many members of jobs. So in my
mm,
opinion, if the government supports the companies by reduce of imports and reduce the uh, quotation, I think, of assurance that will help the company to keep important members of jobs. Thank you, Mr. Hichan. Thank you for the in-depth sharing. Really appreciate it. All right, one more minute left. So before we end, I'd like to inform y'all. Now, guys, if y'all, sorry, viewers from home, if y'all have any more questions, y'all can actually log on onto our, or you need someone to guide you about our courses, or any more questions, you can leave it in the comment section below, or you can message the number that is in our comment section, which is 0113-530-8837, and we'll get in touch with you. Alternatively, you can actually go into our website, www.ucsicollege.edu.my, and we'll be there to guide you. And thank you so much, Mr. Tan, and thank you so much, Dr.
Thank you.
Chong.
Thank
Thank you
you,
so much
Rose.
for the in-depth sharing. I think it really, really helped our parents, our students, and me as well. So, and all our viewers from home. So, thank you so much. And to those who are interested in English language speaking or teaching, please join us tomorrow because our um our tomorrow's live forum would be about study English language teaching. And those who are interested in exploring the English language teaching career, please join us tomorrow live, 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. I'll be your host again, yet again. So I'll be happy to see y'all. And we'll have different speakers tomorrow. So hope to see y'all. Have a good day. And thank you so much, everyone.
Thank you,
thank you,
everyone.
Susan. Thank you,
Thank you so
Thank
much.
Sydney.
you,
Thanks.
Dr. Chong, Dr.
Bye.
Thank you, Rose.
All right.
Bye.
Thank you so much.
Bye.
Bye, guys.